God Carnival is powered by Digicel, better connected this carnival. KFC, it's finger-licking good. White Oak, for the culture. Blue Waters, fed responsibly. Stamina Energy, fuel your carnival with stamina energy. Sunshine Snacks, Orchard, the perfectly natural choice. Caminos Properties International Limited, Mirage & Son Jewelers, trusted since 1945. Punchy Punch, your carnival pumping fuel. Creamy Novelties, live a little. And Next 99.1 FM, a member of the TTT Limited Media Network.
All we align up to the stars up above. Let we dance now, take a chance now with me. And we go jump till morning. Look, the moon gone sleeping. Tell them we not leaving till the last drop of a canal is madness in the capital.
Sonia Dumas, choreographer. Carnival and dance are intertwined. Dance is one of the main components of the festival to make it what it is, to give it its spirit. There's several dances that go along with Trinidad and Tobago Carnival, and they come out of our history. So you would find that there's a sailor mass, and that has a dance, and there's a sailor dance. You have, even Jamettes have a dance, right? It's called Dame Lorraine. You have everybody who's doing a particular type of movement when it comes to their character. So you have a lot of dances, and of course you have winding as well, which is a contraction of the word winding. I've done much research on this, and I have also reacted to, not positively, to the way people spell it when they put an H between the W and the I. Now, let's go back to standard English. Let's just go back there first. When you spell it with wine with the H, it refers to somebody complaining. When you spell it without it, it talks about winding. It talks about different types of winding. It talks about oscillating, gyrating, what have you, anything. It doesn't matter. It's not really referring to your hips. So I would strongly suggest to everybody that they chuck out the H and just leave it as whining. Please and thanks.
Oh, my girl, you bend down and shake that thing now. I don't know how to function. Oh, my girl, you make my walk pen on me knee and put a ring on your hand. Oh, my girl.
If you look back in time and you look at where whining comes from or came from, it actually comes, if you were to locate it on the African continent, because that is where most people locate whining, you would go to the Bantu region of Africa, where their traditions are hip related. So that you have this tradition of whining that has come down, which began to me as a tradition that was brought over, but then became a form of resistance to the very oppressive nature that was existing throughout the whole part of slavery and colonialism. And so the African body became the site of resistance for the African. So yes, you want to make me work, you want to quote unquote own my body, but you don't own what I do with it. And that is one of the things I can do, which kind of ticks you off because you don't think that that is very Christian. And that's fine by me because I didn't come from a Christian tradition. So that whining has come through that in that kind of historical journey. And it's still today kind of, I think it's a sort of self-actualization process. Young people, and even babies, will learn by osmosis, okay? Whining is a sort of, as our popular song this year says, it's in our DNA, right? Even if you're resisting whining, it's in your DNA. And what happens is that you don't really have, I don't think, to teach it. You have to maybe, because it has to do with the hip and the oscillation of the hip, and that is where the organs of procreation are, you have to teach children how it is done in certain circumstances and why it should not be done in some circumstances. Because they are children, they have to know that. But to keep whining from them or to insist that they whine, I wouldn't think that either of those is necessary. Most African dance is not codified in the way that European dance is or what have you, but people have of course analyzed that, and I take my definitions from one of the African theorists of movement. His name is Alphonse Theroux, and what he says is that one of the sort of basic movements for the African tradition are that you bend your knees. You have to actually also, and I don't want to make whining sound like, you know, I'm giving you a manual for whining, but the fact is you actually do release your torso so that your hips can move more sort of freely, right? And so that the upper body is relaxed while the lower body is taking the weight of the whine and allowing, if the knees are bent, it's allowing the hip girdle to move. So that's how you whine, really. That's how you start.
I wanna whine, but it could mean danger when I just want to grind on you, girl. It's too real, it's dangerous. I wanna whine, but it looking dangerous.
I think the core and the beauty of whining is for you to sort of have an empowerment moment.
Down on it, back it up like a truck with a dump on it. Wind up your body, girl, tick tock there. Wind up your body, girl, tick tock there. On the end, back fi bend, sit down on it.
Every man alive without question come from a woman midsection. So the place of God is holy, yes I know. So when you see waistline in rotation, understand this part of creation, and don't judge them when you see them going low. This is something ancient, mama, this is holy. And if you don't understand, don't bother judge we. This is something powerful, it cannot be controlled. Watch how me bloodline grooving now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do you see what I see?
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Wave with all my friends and them. No place like home. Till the last drop of a canal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Wave with all my friends and them. No place like home.
I'm Annie Elias. I am a Carnival costume designer as well as a Monday wear costume designer. When I had my own band, Spice Carnival Band, which was between the years of 2008 and 2013, Monday wear was not a thing. We were still in the era of on Monday you wear a hot shorts and a bra for your panty, and then Tuesday you put on the rest of your costume. We were still there. So when I switched over to Tribe in 2013, that is when Monday wear started to make its appearance. But it was mostly like people weren't putting out entire collections. It was like, this is my section and this is my Monday wear to match my section if you want to purchase it, right? I didn't do it for the first couple of years I was in Tribe because in my opinion, I had enough to focus on. And also I didn't see the point of the Monday wear. So because I was still in the mind frame of just wear part of the costume and a hot shorts and the sneakers and or boots or whatever it is and come on the road, right? And then masqueraders kept asking over and over and over and over. We want Monday wear to match the costume. We want Monday wear to match the costume. So one year I did one piece, just one piece. It sold out. Everybody was happy. And then I really saw how masqueraders appreciate it. And now we're in a space where it's no longer Carnival Monday and Tuesday and one costume. Monday is a whole separate day of Carnival. Nobody considers it Monday and Tuesday anymore. It's Monday by itself and a whole outfit and a whole makeup and a whole hair to go with Monday, and then a whole different outfit and a whole makeup and a whole hair and shoes to go for Tuesday. Chic Leak is all about fashion, right? So I chose fabrics that I know girls will go crazy over, anything shiny. Anybody who knows me knows once it's shining, I'm happy, right? So I chose fabrics and colors that I know would go good with all skin tones. For me, that's the most important thing because you don't want to have a Monday wear piece out there that will only look good on a certain color skin tone because Trinidad Carnival is as mixed up as it's going to get. Monday wear in the next 10 years, wow. If I would have to say something, Monday wear is going to become fete wear. I have realized so far, people are purchasing Monday wear for soca, for IHOP, for the big carnival fest that's happening, right? And in addition to it becoming like a whole fete wear collection thing that all designers could launch different collections throughout the year. I know, like right now we have backline and frontline version, right? For some countries, some carnivals, we have backline, midline, frontline, right? So I hope that Monday wear take the place of an option for your costume, and it obviously will be more affordable. My generation of designers, right? I think we all play the same role. We need to pass on the techniques and the tricks and the knowledge and everything that we had to learn the hard way. We have to pass it on. Like for me in Tobago in particular, I built a production house. So what I will be implementing for Tobago Carnival, because I play a very strong role in Tobago Carnival because I'm Tobagonian, right? So what I will be implementing in Tobago is a teach while we produce method. Right now in Trinidad, we are limited as to how many backpacks we can sell, how many feathered pieces we could sell. Anything that requires wire, right? We are limited because there are only a few wire benders in Trinidad, right? And there are so many masqueraders, right? So you have to limit yourself. So we need more wire benders, but that means we need young people to be interested in learning how to bend wire. So for me personally, my goal is to get people interested in making the carnival industry their career plan. We have a whole industry that if the current designers drop out from at this point in time, Trinidad have no carnival. I was not a designer when we started the band. It was never my intention to design carnival costumes. You cry your lungs out every single year. Every single year, guaranteed you cry your lungs out. There are days where you're distributing costumes at 2 o'clock in the evening and the boxes reach in the airport in 12 o'clock lunchtime. So you're going straight from the airport to pack boxes at distribution. There are times where producers, like this great one right here, Elizabeth Lucas, will be up all night sewing panties, and then you realize, oh, we're missing 40 panties. And you're like, what to do, So it's a long road. Every year is a long road, and every year, every designer will say, I'm not doing it again. And then come Ash Wednesday, we'll be looking for color combinations.
Sweet on the road, from your reach, you go low. Come join the Gonian band. Back to the Gonian jam.
Listen, here's what I need you to do. Choose between me and Carnival.
If you tell me choose between you and Carnival, I go miss you. I go miss you bad. That's right. Ring, ring, ring. Hello, babe, can you hear me? I have something to say to you, and what I want to say to you, it's not easy, but I can't hold it back no more. So I have to let you know, babes, I won't be coming back home. No, 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 no. Not coming back home. I confess that I love to roam, and I found a place where I feel at home. Out here on the road. On the road. Out here on the road. On the road.
Marvin Eversley, CEO of Empowered Productions. I build the event from beginning. Also, I handle the marketing of the event. So I do the visuals, the press releases, the video production, the photography, the packaging of it. Events have evolved a lot in terms of even pushing an event, how you promote an event. Before, you would have had to heavily depend on the radio. You'd have had to heavily depend on getting your articles in the papers. You still do to a certain extent. And having that ground team go out there where they promote jerseys and the handing out of invites at different venues or events and that sort of stuff. Whereas now, we're in the digital age and you either get on board or you get left behind. So it's heavily dependent on social media. Well, I'm involved in events such as with the WOW team in terms of Soca, Iron Park, all those things, and The lead obviously is Adrian Schoon on that, but I assist as well in terms of the visuals. So events promotion is not all glitz and glamour as one may think it is. You have to genuinely have a passion for it. You have to also align with probably people who want to mentor you in it, or you just have a knack for event planning. And I would say it's also good to do some theory, to learn about event planning, qualify yourself. I would always encourage that, and then mix it with practicality, coming out on the field and volunteering and whatever, or getting a job on it. It's a very important thing to have event promoters in the space of Carnival. We are ambassadors of Carnival. We are ambassadors for Trinidad and Tobago. We are ambassadors of Caribbean culture and the diaspora as well. We have a very important role to also want to mentor the ones coming up, as well as to push forward with innovation and to push forward in terms of growing Carnival and not keeping it stagnant.
Yo, what's up? This is Tano, and I'm a music producer and songwriter. For Carnival 2024, the songs I would have been a part of are Tack Back by Kess, Kess's new song Miracle, and Banger by Kess as well too. I produced and wrote DNA with Mikal Teja, Runaway with Mikal Teja. Me and Teja have a very good working relationship. So I've known Teja for like about a decade now, since I was an artist. And he actually started off producing for me. And now the roles have kind of like reversed, right? He just messaged me a day and was like, hey, you know, I want to come and check in the studio tomorrow. And I called my guitar player, Kyle Peters. And I was like, Teja's coming tomorrow, let's like put down an idea. And he came up with the main strum in the song, which is the guitar riff. Put that down, it was a little slower before, and then we came in the studio, and it like these songs, I always say that they happen so like organically. As it like the first 4 seconds, he heard it, he was like, what's that? Like literally that's how it started. And then we just started writing, and it kind of started in that first session. No drums, just music.
When we outside, it's an ocean of love. All that we align to the stars up above. Let we dance now, take a chance now with me.
I mean, it feels amazing. I think that's the greatest reward any artist, producer could get, is to see people appreciate your work. I think that's truly what we do it for. So Savannah Grass and DNA, I mean, they share the same chord progression as a lot of other songs in the world do as well, you know? So I think they feel similar because that particular chord progression is a very emotional chord progression, right? There are about a couple other songs that have that, Ben E. King, Stand By Me, When the Night Has Come, same chord progression, Justin Bieber and Ed Sheeran, Celine Dion, I'm Alive, same chord progression, right? So those songs are emotional songs. So I guess like the chords trigger, you know, they trigger us to write things that are emotional, whether it be about love or about, you know, Carnival or stuff like our DNA, you know, So for our music, I'm always trying to like, you know, push the sound and make it modern, if that makes sense, you know. And I think that comes from tone selection and making it like, what I like to do is look at what's going on in the rest of the world, like in Afrobeat, in Latin, in pop, and bring that into soca. So I think one of my colleagues who would have done that would have been Casey Phillips, when, you know, he would have done stuff like Fog, Antilles Rhythm. All those things were, for me, groundbreaking at the time. I was still an artist, and I listened to those things. I was like, wow, this doesn't really feel like soca I know from when I was growing up. It feels like, you know, it's like new age. And I think what that does is that it brings the younger generation in.
I feel like I run in tongue again, jump and shake the ground again, wave with all my friends and them, no place like home.
Hey yo, it's yours truly, Mikal Teja, and right now you're locked on to God Carnival on TTT.
I feel like I run in tongue again, jump and shake the ground again, wave with all my friends and them, no place like home. Till the last drop jump up a canal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Wave with all my friends and them. No place like home. When we outside
It's that ocean of love. Oh, when we alive, stand up and go. Let it dance. Take a chance, Lily. Hold on the money. When I'm sleeping, the way I'm leaving.
Last jump up a canal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Play with all my friends and them.
No place like home.
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Play with all my friends and them.
No place like home.
So all season long, we've been giving you access to some fetes that were innovative, refreshing, but one stood the test of time. Army Fete, the safest fete in the carnival, and we want to know how it managed to stay true. So we're gonna check out Army Fete. Let we go. But I catch you after you come off the stage, after that incredible performance, you're asking us to be our best selves.
Yes.
And part of the best carnival experience seems to be Army Fete. It has stood the test of time.
For sure.
Why do you think that is though?
First of all, it's the safest fete in Carnival.
Right.
So, regardless of what, we ain't gonna call you with, but regardless of what, you could come Army and have a time and be safe and then worry about no bacchanal, no confusion. That's one.
Right.
It's a very affordable fete as well.
Right.
Over the years, it's been affordable for the people on the ground, like myself, people from Belmont, Aruca, Bonnie, and you know.
On the ground like myself.
On the ground like myself.
Based in Brooklyn.
And
6 to 1 is the confusion, eh?
6 to 1, I thought it was 7 to 1.
7 to 1, you see.
You trying to cheat people?
We are a party with a purpose. We are the people's fete. It doesn't matter what creed, race, color, or class. This is the safest and greatest fete in Trinidad and Tobago Carnival.
This is what we made for, yeah. Everything we paid for, way. This is what we slave for, yeah. Anytime we name call, we don't beat girl, but we beat from bad. We beat from bad. We don't pick side when we beat from bad. We beat from bad.
He keeping the vocal cords warm because he wants your back to bend. My name ends and starts with a pompa, so you know we are familiar with each other technically. But a birdie told me that this is not your first Trinidad Carnival. This is your first carnival as an entertainer, but not your first Trinidad Carnival. So give me a little comparison. What are you thinking so far?
Yeah, well, definitely this is how I should be in Trinidad Carnival as an entertainer, because being a patron is just, I mean, I bring an essence to Carnival. So
Yeah, absolutely do.
You know,
gymnastics, acrobatics, flexibility.
all them good stuff. Yeah.
Now, granted that you took the stage in Trinidad Carnival last year and this year, you seeing big differences? How you feeling about 2024 Carnival?
I really experience a differences because I don't think like the week has really got to us, you know that pumping week. So
that week where you take off your clothes, go ahead.
Yeah. And by the way, I pack a bunch of crap in my boy suitcase, so if you see me in the same kit, don't judge me, okay?
This is excuses for him to be bareback. Don't take the chain up. Don't take the chain up at all. God Carnival, we hearing the truth. He lying.
Facts, but hey, coming from the Virgin Islands to Trinidad, it's a must to be here every year.
to talk to the man who has given us the runaway hit since October, since Tobago Carnival. You're going with the thing. Then we decided to use it on our billboard. So I hear this every time God Carnival starts. I mean, we are speaking to the young king, Michael Teja, ladies and gentlemen, in the Army Fete. And I am asking everybody, earlier, what makes their DNA Trinbagonian for fetting? And tonight I'm asking you, what makes Army Fete the fete to come to? Because it clearly stood the test of time. Why do you think that is?
I think because Army Fete has always found a way to cater to the ground, to the average man, and I think that is also one of the safest fetes for Carnival as well. So I think those two things combined.
Have you ever been in a jam on the road or the band with the perfect surrounding? Yeah, you want to stamp on the drum, you want to whine and go down, you want to kick like a shoulding. Could you imagine when the whole place wet up, everything done set up, people ready to wreck up, truck engine and rev up.
What makes Army Fete the fete to add to your calendar of events for Carnival?
Army Fete is the safest fete. It's the largest fete. It's a stalwart in the Carnival history, right? All the others are gone. Army Fete is the last standing, and so we have to come.
We no longer have water, we no longer have fire, we no longer have licensing. Army is the last one, and on top of that is the safest fete.
Everybody say this. Hey, hey, hey.
He not here with his friend and them. He here by himself, and I just want to know how come. What the crew? How you in here by yourself?
Because you're happy by yourself, no judgment. You're out and bad for Carnival.
So since you're here, I want to know what make you come to Army Fete though.
Army Fete is the safest fete in Trinidad and Tobago.
So you care about your safety? You want to feel comfortable when you party?
Yes.
All right. And I see you move with the ladies, so they're safe too.
Yes.
And we got to the bottom of it. Why everybody continues to go to Army Fete is because, well, the lineup is immaculate, it is super safe, and the vibes are top tier. That is exactly the perfect way to end this season of God Carnival. So whether you are here in person or you came vicariously through us, I hope you have a safe and happy Carnival. See you on the road, guys.
This is what we made for, yeah. Everything we paid for, this is what we slave for, yeah. Anytime we name call, we don't beat girl, but we beat from bad. We beat from bad. We don't pick side when we beat from bad. We beat from bad.
I can't live without you, I can't be without you for too long. Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens is coming down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road is a miracle. A million strong come together for the masses so spiritual. Look at fire in the waist down there. The pretty girl don't play. They take the whole line well, Lord. They come for the mass. How you shine on me. Thank God that I could play with you fine.
Yo, what's up? This is Tano, and I am Carnival.
Sonia Dumas, choreographer. I am Carnival.
Marvin Eversley, event promoter, and I am Carnival.
My name is Anya Elias. I am a Carnival costume designer and a Monday wear designer. I am Carnival.
Again, wave with all my friends and them. No place like home, home, home. I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake.
God Carnival was powered by Digicel, better connected this carnival. KFC, it's finger-licking good. White Oak, for the culture. Blue Waters, fat responsibly. Stamina Energy, fuel your carnival with stamina energy. Sunshine Snacks, Orchard, the perfectly natural choice. Caminos Properties International Limited, Mirage & Son Jewelers, trusted since 1945. Punchy Punch, your carnival pumping fuel. Creamy Novelties, live a little. And Next 99.1 FM, a member of the TTT Limited Media Network.